Hey everybody, third try on this video. I'm sorry. This is just not my day with recording, evidently. Because I just recorded the video, but I forgot to hit the record button. I hate my life at this moment because of that. So I had to record this for a third time. Alright, here we go. Detroit Red Wings season preview. Warning ahead of time for Red Wings fans, you are not going to like this. I am sorry, but your team is not going to get better this year. You're going to probably stay at the bottom this year. I'm sorry ahead of time, but that's the reality of the matter. And honestly, you all got screwed out of the first overall pick, in my opinion. It's ridiculous that the Rangers got it over you guys, or any of the others that should have been in the initial 5-team lottery or whatever it was for that pick. So, I'm sorry ahead of time. That really sucks. But unchangeable now, so gotta move on. Alright, additions. Bobby Ryan, 1 year, $1 million. John Merrill, 1 year, $925,000. Riley Barber, 2 year, $800,000 per. Kevin Boyle, 1 year, $775,000. Kyle Criscuolo, 1 year, $700,000. Tomas Greiss, 2 year, $3.6 million. Troy Stecher, 2 year, $1.7 million. Vladislav Nemeshnikov, 2 years, $2 million per, which is a good deal for him if he can go back to his form before. Mark Stahl via trade. Subtractions. Trevor Daley retired. I believe he joined the front office there. Justin Abdelkader, a buyout. That's not a huge loss in any stretch. They traded Dmitro Timashov to the Islanders. They lost Jonathan Ericsson they didn't lose him, but they let Jonathan Ericsson, Brendan Perlini, Kyle Brodziak, Johan Franzen, and Jimmy Howard go to free agency. So these all are still free agents. I can see Brodziak getting probably like a PTO contract. Same with Perlini. Ericsson, maybe, I doubt it. I think he'll go back to Sweden. Johan Franzen is theoretically retired. From last I read, he was living in a home and he sees his family every so often, but he doesn't remember a lot of his life at this point due to all the head injuries, from what I understand. So, wish him all the best. And he's not going to be signing anywhere, so it was a good career. I think he got, two cups in his career, so good career. Jimmy Howard, I'm honestly surprised someone like Chicago hasn't signed him because he's better than the options they have now. So, I think he'll go somewhere. It's just got to see where. They re-signed Anthony Mantha to a 4-year, $5.7 million deal. Tyler Bertuzzi, 1 year, $3.5 million per the season. Adam Aarney, 1 year, $997,500 deal. Sam Gagne, 1 year, $850,000. Yevgeny Sveshnikov, 1 year, $874,125. Robbie Fabry, 2 years, $2.95 million per season. Their salary cap situation is they have a lot of space, and they are going to be a popular target for anybody trying to dump a contract at this point. Because they got $9.5 million in space, so they're going to be very popular, especially with things starting to heat up right now, with the trades and the signings and such. And where they sit with contracts, they had Darren Helm, who's going to be UFA after this year, and Valtteri Filppula, Luke Glendening, Bobby Ryan, and Sam Gagne all will be UFAs. And I don't see any of those returning, honestly. I mean, maybe Glendening, maybe Ryan if he has a good year. I mean, Helm would have to have a good year, but he'd have to take a pay cut. Sam Gagne, maybe if he stays on a cheap contract like that. You also have Adam Aarney and Tyler Bertuzzi as arbitration RFAs after this year. And Tyler Bertuzzi, I guarantee they're going to keep. Aarney, we'll see. He has to have a good year. Let's see. Defense, they got Philip Roenick, who is probably going to make a lot more money than what he's making now as an RFA after this season. Mark Stahl's a UFA. I don't see them bringing him back. Patrick Nemeth is a UFA. John Merrill's a UFA. Alex Biega is a UFA. So they only have Danny DeKeyser, Troy Stetcher as signed players next year for the defense. Thomas Greiss is signed for the next 2 seasons, and Jonathan Bernier is a UFA out there this year. Henrik Zetterberg, he'll go on long-term injury reserve, but his contract will come off the books after this year. He is never going to play again. They've already said that. I believe that's what they said, so he'll be a long-term injury for sure. Buyouts, they're paying the last year Steven Weiss's contract. Justin Abdelkader is on the books for the next 5 years. And that is the longest contract they have. If you look at the 2025-26, that's what last year they pay his. Nobody is signed through that time. They have a lot of short contracts right now on this team. Because they're a team in transition big time. Alright, their non-roster forwards, they got Matthias Brome, Michael Rasmussen, Evgeny Svechnikov, Chase Pearson, Taro Hyros, Dominic Turgeon, and Giovanni Smith as RFAs. UFAs, they have Turner Elson and Kyle Criscuolo. And that's where they sit with their non-roster forwards. Defense, they have Dennis Cholowski, Gustav Lindstrom, and Joe Hicketts as RFAs. UFAs, they have Dylan Makarath, I believe is how you say it. Brian Lashoff as UFAs. So no big losses there. I mean, Cholowski, they'll re-sign, I'm sure. Goalies, they have Kevin Boyle and Calvin Pickard. Both are UFAs out there this year. Alright, draft-wise, they had a lot of picks this year. They sold quite a bit. They got Lucas Raymond at number 4. He was a right wing, left winger. William Wallinder, a defender, number 32. I think that is going to be a good pick down the line. I think he's going to take a couple years to develop, but I think he's going to be a solid defender down the line for them. And I wish he had fallen back to the Ducks and wish they had picked him, but they didn't. So we're moving on from that. Number 51, Theodore Niederbach. Number 55, Cross Hanas, a left winger. Number 63, Donovan Sabrongo, a defender. Number 70, Emil Viro, a defender. Number 97, Sam Strange, a right winger. Number 107, Jan Bednar, a goalie. Number 132, Alex Cotton, a defender. Number 156, Kyle Lecoin, a defender. Number 187, Keenan Draper, a right wing. And number 203, Chase Bradley, a left winger. As you can see, 5 wingers and 5 defenders, a goalie. And I don't remember what that Theodore Niederbach is. I forgot to write it down. I'm sorry. So, their 2021 draft, they have their own first and second. They also have Edmonton's second and New York Rangers' second. Their own third and Vegas' third. They have their own 4th, 5th, and 6th, but no 7th round pick. 2022, they have all their picks, and they have Vegas' 4th. And 2023, they have all their own. I have a feeling they're probably going to have a few more draft picks out there this year, but we'll see where they end up. Here's our lineup, expected lineup for this year, according to Cap Friendly. And once again, thank you, Cap Friendly, for putting all this information out there. Great information. Make sure to go check it out if you have any questions about the Cap. Alright, so our first line, Tyler Bertuzzi, Dylan Larkin, and Anthony Mantha. That's a solid first line. Very young first line. I mean, just got Anthony Mantha. You need to tell him to stop getting knocked out in fights. Then he'll probably have a great year this year, I have a feeling. Robbie Fabry, Vladislav Nemeshnikov, and Bobby Ryan on the second line. I honestly see Philip Zadina taking Fabry out of that line. I really do. But we'll see how it goes, because he's only 21, and they may just give him more time to develop. But there's no AHL this year, from what I understand, so give him a shot. Third line, you got Valtteri Filppula, Franz Nielsen, and Darren Helm. That line does not scream greatness to me. I mean, a lot of those guys were good in their prime, but a lot of them are past that time now. Philip Zadina and Luke Glendening and Sam Gagne on the fourth line. Like I said, I think Zadina is going to be playing up. And I think Filppula is going to end up on that line with Fabry on the third. The defense is extremely suspect. I mean, their best defender, Danny DeKeyser, is injured. I don't know if that's all season or not. I haven't heard that, but I really hope not, because it doesn't help that your first defensive pair is Patrick Nemeth and Alex Biega. Your second one, Mark Stahl and Troy Stetcher. Third one, Dennis Cholowski and Philip Roenick. Those two are younger guys who probably just need some more time, and probably wouldn't hurt them to play up higher than that, but we'll see. They also had Jared McIsaac, another young defensive prospect who is injured. Alright, scratches, they have Adam Ernie, Evgeny Sveshnikov, and John Merrill. Taxi squad, they got Giovanni Smith who can play some games, Brian Lashoff who can play some games, Calvin Pickard could hop in if they need him to. Training camp, they got Michael Rasmussen, who may be on his last chance, honestly. So we'll see what ends up with him. Joseph Foligno could get some games in too. Moritz Seider, I think, will be plugged into defense at some point this year. There's no way he's not. So we'll see how that works out. Then you got non-roster players. You have their first-round pick, Lucas Raymond, who honestly could play on the team this year, but he can't at the same time because he has a contract with the Swedish national team that he plays, or not national, Swedish hockey league team that he plays for. And the way it works now is they have to mutually agree to terminate his contract in order for him to come over. And late in the season, I don't see them doing that. Maybe once their season and playoffs are done, he might come over then. But as of now, he's not coming over right away. That's for sure. I like that they have a Ryan O'Reilly. That is not the Ryan O'Reilly you think it is. Let's see. William Wallinder is going to need a couple more years. I don't see that guy being ready right away. But, yeah, that's where they sit. Top prospects. Lucas Raymond, 10 points in 33 SHL games, which I think he has already surpassed in less games. Moritz Seider, 22 points in 49 AHL games. I want to say they loaned him out to the German Hockey League, I think. I could be incorrect, but I want to say they did, so I believe he's been playing. But I think he'll get games in this year for sure. Philip Zadina I think he's going to be a full-timer this year. He had 15 points in 28 NHL games last year, and 16 points in 21 AHL games. So I see him playing the whole year in the NHL this year. Jonathan Berggren, 12 points in 24 SHL games. And Joseph Foligno, 23 points in 54 AHL games. Will probably get a few games here and there with injuries and such. Others mentioned as top prospects, William Wallinder, Michael Rasmussen, Jared McIsaac, and Dennis Cholowski. Like I said, Detroit fans, I'm sorry ahead of time, but this team is going to be bottom range. I mean, they're going to finish, my guess, dead last in their division. Probably tied with, or somewhere near New Jersey, and worst team in the league, New Jersey and Anaheim. So, I mean, they could do as good as third worst in their division if Florida and Chicago have really terrible years. But I don't see them finishing above anyone else in that division. No way without major traumatic injuries to half these guys, these other teams. That's how bad this year is probably going to be for you. So, hopefully it's not that bad. Hopefully I'm being overly dramatic. No, not dramatic, but yeah, hopefully it's just not that bad, but I think it's going to be pretty bad. So, good luck to you. Hopefully it's better than what I'm predicting, but I just don't see it. But good luck, and good luck to the fans. But if you are a subscriber to my channel, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for watching. And if you're not a subscriber, thank you for watching anyways. But if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. It doesn't hurt. It you just hit the button. I mean, if you want to watch, watch. If you don't. That's fine. But if you do want to watch, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when the videos get dropped when I drop them. And make sure to like, share, comment. And I will see you all next video. Thank you. Bye.